Never lower your standards for your competition. When I was younger, when I first started getting on YouTube, I was a big fan of Minecraft YouTubers. I'm not going to go into the names now, but no, I was watched them all the time. Probably like up to 20 different kind of Minecraft YouTubers, and they used to play with each other. Used to play like mini games or adventure maps or mod packs, and I enjoyed it very much. But Minecraft YouTube at the time was very raw. The videos were very raw, where they pretty much just uploaded pure gameplay, very few edits, no kind of special effects, maybe an intro, and that's it. They uploaded like every day, and that was all fine then. I enjoyed it very much. But for those of you who know, like YouTube nowadays, it's a lot more competitive. You look at what's popular for Minecraft YouTube. There's highly edited videos. It's a lot of effects going on. It's a lot of work's being put into it. Is a really focused on quality now. This quality is what's getting attention. However, back then it really wasn't the case, and big reason why a lot of those YouTubers failed was because they were lazy. They didn't adapt. They just kept doing the same thing over and over again. And it wasn't until a few years ago I checked in on one of the old YouTubers I used to watch, and he mentioned something. I forget which one it specifically was, but he mentioned that like at one point he started to ramp up his production quality years ago, where he did a lot of edits. He put text on the screen. He used like videos and images inside of the video. And when he did that, he got a lot of good attention for it, like good feedback. But one of the people he played with, uh, he told him to stop doing that. And the reason why was because it was making everyone else look bad. That by him doing that, he basically rose the standard of the quality of video. That instead of just putting out just raw gameplay, now they had to add extra things to it. It became a necessity to get those views, and they were afraid of that. So they told him to stop because it was hurting their bottom line, which he complied. And I completely disagree with that decision. That you know, even though these people, these YouTubers you're working with, you're collabing with them, make content, they're still technically your competitors because you're still fighting over viewers. However, if that's the case, you got to find a way to get ahead of them if you want to or usurp them. These competitors got very complacent with their place where they just recorded gameplay, just didn't edit it at all, and just threw it on YouTube. And now you have some other YouTuber, someone smaller, he rose the standard. He rose the standard of what level the video should be at. And they didn't want that standard to be risen because they got complacent. That why would I want to do more work? It happens a lot in like workplaces or just environments where there's just a lack of competition. People hate that. And if people are telling you that, say if you're at your job and you're doing really good, someone comes up to you and says, like you got to slow down because you're making everyone else look bad. The way that's good because you're standing out. That means you're on the right track. It means you are standing out from everyone else who's just average. You always got to push further. Yeah, because it's so common for people just to be complacent and be fine of how their level of output. But that's your opportunity. When everyone else is just average and boring and lazy, that is your opportunity to get ahead of them. Because they're never gonna put out the work that you can. If you're hardworking, got the ability, got the mojo, then you can get ahead of them real quick. In the case when I was talking about Minecraft YouTubers, that standard eventually did rise. It's eventually, if you don't do it, someone else will eventually do it and get the credit. Like a big one was Dream when he blew up on YouTube is because innovative. He took Minecraft and basically created a new series of Manhunt series, which got a lot more views that the other guys didn't think of. So no longer just play on these servers and upload raw gameplay because the standard's been risen and they fell out of favor because they couldn't adapt. Meanwhile, Dream and all his other friends, they adapted, they innovated, and that's why they're big and making money. It's the people who are in the tech industry know this very well. That if you're not constantly learning the new language, learning the new innovations, new technology, you're going to fall behind, and no one's going to slow down. You can't force everyone to slow down and say, "Oh, just stay how it is because you're going to usurp my skill set." No, it's it's you either learn and adapt or you lose your job. And competition that breeds innovation and opportunity. And if you want to be truly great, you got to learn that. So, especially your competitors, do not let them convince you to just fall back and do boring stuff and not innovate. Right? For myself, I have some plans about how I'm going to present this kind of content. And, I'm always focusing on short form content. And I feel like so many other people in the sphere, like they're they're always just putting out live streams, these 3-hour live streams where the meat of the content is just sporadically put out through these 3-hour shows, and it's so difficult to watch. But where the money is, where the attention is the short. How can I put out my message in 30 seconds? That's how everything's going now. That's why TikTok's blowing up. And the truth is, a lot of these guys don't want to adapt because it's easy just to chuck on a live stream and keep on talking without any editing or thought in what they're going to say. They can just keep talking with their chat and have them carry the show, of them having unique thought. And that's the environment. Never let them, never let them change how you present here. Keep that in mind. You're going to get ahead of it. Thanks for watching.